I'm what you might call a Pokemon fanatic. I have what must be a million cards, no doubles, many figures and plushies, and I owned, or have owned, all of the games at some point or another. I've owned and trained every Pokemon available, even the event exclusive ones thanks to a lot of bribing. Well, all except two. One very, very simple Pokemon that isn't uncommon in Eternal Forest, and its evolution. Baneri and Lopunny. Those two Pokemon are my favorites ever. But whenever I encounter a Baneri, it either faints, knocks out all my Pokemon, or I run out of Pokeballs. The darn thing hates my guts, and I have no idea why. And of course, the only way to get Lopunny is evolving Baneri. And before you ask, I never trade for Pokemon if it is available in the game. That seems like cheating to me. Plus, I'll get more satisfaction from catching it myself the natural way. It had been ages since my last try catching one, so I thought I'd have another shot at it. I took my DS and copy of Pearl, grabbed my level 19 Blissey, and dragged its butt out over to Eternal Forest. I met Wurmple, Cascoon, and Bidoof galore, even a few Dustox, and pummeled them all with my Blissey's Hyper Beam. But there were no Baneri. I must have searched for hours without success. Finally, I sighed and decided to give up. But as I was leaving, guess what came out of the grass? Baneri. But not just any Baneri. I watched the shining stars twirl around her, fascinated by the pink cotton fluff on her body. I must have sat there in amazement for at least 10 minutes, just staring. Eventually, I pulled on my stupor. God, it was a freaking shiny. I had to catch it, but I knew that Blissey would knock it out in a hit. And shoot, I only had one Great Ball. Bet you $1,000,000 I wouldn't catch it with that. Well, here goes nothing. One roll. Well, that's a good start. 2 rolls. It'll do 3 and break free. Just watch. 3 rolls. Call to sigh on 3 people. 1, 2. Gotcha! Baneri was caught. I caught it! I really caught it. Not only that, but it was a shiny. Oh, I was so happy right now. I could scream. In fact, I did. Very loudly. I lovingly poured out every detail of my favorite Pokemon. Her cotton candy fur, her little button nose, and big shiny eyes. She was the cutest thing that ever existed. I named her Dawn. I couldn't wait to evolve her into a Lopunny. I started training her straight away in that very area. She was very strong, unusually so for a Baneri. Within half an hour, she had reached level 30 and loved me to pieces, and I loved her just as much. I happily fought out the last Pokemon I needed to be for Dawn to level up. Her happiness was at maximum, so that meant she would be evolving. I'd finally have my Lopunny. One last jump kick, and my foe, Dustox, was no more. I jittered in my seat as the evolution screen came up. Only a few seconds left. Dawn doesn't want to evolve. What? Why? Hang on a sec. Pokemon can't choose whether or not to evolve. That's ridiculous. I tried again several times, but she just wouldn't evolve. I felt a sigh escape me as I looked back at Dawn. Oh well, I could always train another. I looked around for another Baneri, and found one within minutes. Just a regular Baneri, male this time. I caught him easily, but it held no thrill like before. I felt nothing. Breathing out a sigh of disappointment, I named him Steven, and set about getting him up to max happiness, but I just couldn't get into it. I huffed in anger and shut the DS down, planning to get back into a better state of mind. However, I was still in a foul mood the next morning when I began training again. After many long, long hours of half-hearted leveling, I finally got my Lopunny. But it brought no joy. I had really wanted Dawn to be my precious shiny Lopunny. I don't know why I was so fussed, to be honest. I had plenty of shinies before, so I barely paid a bit of notice to them now. But Dawn was special. She had come out just for me. Wait, stop. Reverse. Come out for me? What was I saying? She was... No. It was a mess of pixels on a tiny screen. It couldn't come out for anyone. Oh well. Best to put the strange thoughts out of my mind. I left it a few days before I played Pokemon again. I was completely swamped with homework, as I had been spending all my time training. Then I got Heart Gold. It was such an amazing game. I loved the way your Pokemon wandered behind you, interacting with the environment. It was a joy to play, and I had finished it within a week. First thing I did after that, transfer my Pokemon from Pearl to Heart Gold. I had missed my Generation 4 team, and eagerly welcomed them back. Then I remembered my wonderful Steven. I immediately grabbed him out of the PC, and set him first in my party. Oh, what a joy it was to have him leaping behind me. But the joy only lasted a few seconds before a depressing feeling came over me. Steven wasn't right. He wasn't who I needed to see. I ran for my PC and planned to put him back, but something inspired me to turn and talk to him. Steven is feeling dizzy. Wait, what? His HP was full. Pokemon only feel dizzy if they have a really low HP. I talked to him again. Steven is clutching his chest in pain. That was not a set line. I knew all of them. What the hell was going on with my Pokemon? I felt concern blossoming in my chest, and tapped A again. I had to know what was happening. Steven keeled over. Oh my god. Seriously, what was happening? His overworld sprite had actually fallen to its knees, no longer following me. Panic rushed through my veins. I quickly ran over to Nurse Joy, begging that something could have been done about him. Hello there. Welcome to the Pokemon Center. We restore your Pokemon to full health. Would you like to rest your Pokemon? Yes, freaking yes! I shouted in panic. Heal Steven! Okay, I'll take your Pokemon for a few seconds. Yes, please, please help him. My Lopunny. Nurse Joy turned back to me. I'm sorry. Your Lopunny seems to have had a heart attack. I'm afraid he didn't make it. No. No. That can't be true. Pokemon don't die. Do they? I checked my party, and Grovyle was first in my party. Steven had gone. I felt crushed. My only ever Lopunny was... dead. It was then I remembered who was supposed to be my Lopunny. Dawn. My precious shiny Banary. I can remember not evolving her for some reason. Guess I do it now. I grabbed her from my PC, but I couldn't stop myself from lingering on her summary screen. She was so perfect, so amazing, so special. Time to evolve, Dawn. As we were walking, I tried to recall the reason for delaying her evolution. I had no idea why I hadn't done it. Thank God she was only 10 XP points away from leveling up. So after the destruction of one Rattata, I was on the edge of my seat, waiting for it eagerly. Dawn doesn't want to evolve. Damn. I remembered now. Every single time I tried to evolve the little devil, she just refused blatantly. Oh well. No use whipping a dead horse. I kept her in my party. First place. I talked to her so often that I probably said more to her in an hour than I said to anyone else in my life in a whole week. But of course, people grow and change. I found a wild Mareep in the grass near Violet City. It was a shiny. Oh, it was so pink and fluffy. And I sent out Dawn and promptly ordered her to use Swagger. as a new attack would knock out the Mareep instantly. Dawn ignored orders. Dawn used jump kick. The wild Mareep fainted. Now that should not have happened. I had all 16 badges, so Pokemon should obey me at any level. Heck, Dawn was only level 63 too. This certain event really ticked me off. I immediately turned to her. Maybe something she had to say would explain her crazy behavior. Dawn is sniffing her feet and whining. What's with all these wacko lines? And why the temper tantrum? Alright, little missy, start explaining. No, I don't care that I'm talking to a game. I do that all the time. Give me a break. I spoke to her again. Dawn is snuggling your hand. Aw, how cute. Don't think this gets you out of this, I stated sternly. Without a prompt, a new text began to scroll. Dawn is licking your hand. The hell? That wasn't a set line. Oh God. I don't know why I'm even surprised anymore. Dawn bit your hand. Ow! I dropped the DS as a sharp pain suddenly flourished in my flesh. I squeezed my hand gently, rubbed it, even tried banging it on the wall, but the pain would not go away. I turned back to the DS to see the avatar struggling on the spot, running but nowhere to go. Bracing my teeth, I pressed A again repeatedly. Dawn is holding tightly and won't let go. Dawn is grinning around its mouth. Dawn is chewing softly. Dawn likes the taste. Dawn would rather eat you than lose you. She would rather... This Baneri was wrong in the head. No two ways about it. I tried mashing the buttons to get away from her, but the pain only increased tenfold the more I tried. When I finally gave up hope and was about to press the power button to escape, a new window opened. Dawn released your hand. That was much better. I had almost forgot what no pain felt like. I felt really uncomfortable, just sitting there, waiting for something to happen. It never even crossed my mind to try these controls. Eventually, Dawn jumped up and down happily. A smiling face appeared above her head. Dawn has a secret to tell you. Here we go. What would a Psycho Baneri want to tell you? Despite my logic, I found myself leaning in slightly. Dawn wants you to come closer. So I leaned closer. I don't know why. It just felt better. Dawn still can't reach your ear. I was now so close to the DS, my nose was almost touching the screen. I saw something silver flash behind Dawn's back. What was that?
Master, I love you.
I felt fear flow throughout my body as the high-pitched, sing-song voice echoed from the speaker. The object behind her back was growing clearer, but I still couldn't make it out.
I won't let anyone else have you.
That giggle. It was enough to turn the bravest man in the world into a pile of jelly. But I was nowhere near brave. So you can imagine how I was feeling right now. Wait. Behind her back. That was a...
Master.
Suddenly, I felt a sharp, piercing pain shatter my very core. I gasped in surprise. But it wasn't much of a gasp. My breath would not come. I choked and sputtered for air, drawing only a tiny bit in at a time. I felt something warm and wet along the front of my chest, and looked down to see something silver, shiny, and Philip-headed sticking out of my chest. Adrenaline rushed through me, but it was too late. As my lifeblood poured and my conscience slowly slipping away, I could see a faint outline of Dawn on the DS screen. Her eyes were wide and white, rimmed with black, and black tears running down her face. She smiled manically, showing sharp teeth, and brandishing a blood-stained screwdriver as she whispered softly, almost musically,
We'll be together forever, Master.